Welcome in, I'm Dr. Jankovic, and once upon a time I built an Imperial City on Paperhats Season 4, and today I want to provide you with some world downloads and some schematics you could use for yourself. And I'll go ahead and say, if you're looking for something specific, I'll leave all the timestamps down in the description so you can find exactly what you need. But essentially, I'm going to provide you the world download for the world I built this on. I'm going to provide you a world download for a standalone world, which is the one you're seeing behind me. And then I'm going to provide two schematics, one for the full Imperial City and one for just the white gold tower. You can see those behind me. Everything will be in the description. And I will mention the world that I'm standing in plus the two schematics are going to be on Patreon, but they're free. It might have you make an account, but there's no money required. You can go out there and just download them for free. But let's get straight into this. I got more comments about the white gold tower, so I'll show you around. So here's the white gold tower a little bit closer. I left the connections to the paths in case you want to integrate it with one of your builds. And from my Paper Hats videos, I've made the top a little bit better, but this is it. It's still a pretty large build. And wouldn't you know it, it does come with an interior. Let me show you that too. So as you come into the tower, this is actually where I had my nether portal. I will add I had to take some liberties because the white gold tower in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion does not make sense. I actually loaded up a game of Oblivion and turned on some cheats so I could fly around and just look at how the city was laid out, and the interior made no sense. It's actually impossible, so I had to take some liberties. But here in the chamber, I used some expensive blocks plus glazed terracotta. I think it looks really nice. It has an awesome floor pattern. And to the left here, it does not include a basement, but it does have a fish tank. And going the other way, I have a big staircase leading up to the second floor. During the season of Paper Hats, I actually ran out of time on the Imperial City, so I had to give up on the entire interior of the white gold tower. So you have a lot of space in this tower to do your own thing, and I'm actually excited to see what you guys do with this. So if you do download this schematic, paste it into your world, and decide to do an interior for it, please tag me in the video. I would love to see it. With the tower done, let's go see the city. This is the entire city from a distance, and to help you guys out in the schematic, I decided to load it up in this flat world and get rid of all the water around it. So when you paste it in your own world, you won't have to worry about seeing all the kelp that I had in my world and everything. It's a lot simpler. That does mean that a lot more got exposed, like these sea lanterns. I'm really sorry about that. I'm not very good with world edit, so you just kind of have to take the jankiness and do your own thing with it. I hope you don't mind. But one thing I wanted to mention about this city is the more closely you look at it, the more imperfections you kind of notice. This city taught me more about diagonals and circles in Minecraft than anything I have ever done. It was a huge pain, to be honest, but it was a labor of love. This is by far my favorite build I believe I've done. In Minecraft, diagonals do not calculate to any kind of real world measurements. You have to take a lot of consideration and a lot of liberties, and you kind of have to compromise, if I had to give it a word. What I'm trying to say is diagonal roofs in Minecraft work way better when you have consistent patterns. However, when I tried to fit these patterns into exact measurements from the game, they looked awful. So instead of having 10 or 20 buildings probably per district, I kind of just had to put 4 decent sized ones. Like I said, a huge pain, but all in all, the entire build all put together looks amazing. But let me walk you through all the districts. We're going to start with the market district. This is the district that I had the most time for. It was the first one that I built in this city, and it's probably the one that's closest to the actual game. I was able to fit in all 4 market buildings. I didn't put in any shops except for a few. I'll show you those. And I actually paid Takotame here on the server to come over here and put a whole bunch of plants and decorations. So she's the one that put all the market stalls, flowers, and everything that's pretty about this place. But this was my storage, so you'll see like a jewelry shop, a block shop, things like that. This is where I tried to keep most of my storage. Next up, we have the Arena District. Now, this is one I had to take some serious liberties on. I didn't have time to get to the statues that are around the district, but I included a circle of trees and an arena that doesn't quite look like the game, but it is an arena nonetheless. Next up, we have the Arboretum. Now, in the game, there are plenty more trees, but we added a pavilion in the middle. And to make it a little more Minecraft, we have a creeper statue in the middle with some fancy trees designed by Shay Plays. That was on the server. Next up, we have the Temple District. I believe this was the last district I built, and I was really running out of time. So I didn't build any of the buildings around it, but I put another circle of trees, and I did get to the actual temple itself. It doesn't actually have an interior. So again, if you decide to put an interior in it and decorate this up a little bit, let me know. I would love to see it. Next up, we have the Talos Plaza District, and this one is pretty cool. I included a couple things, but we have some fancy trees over here designed by myself. We have a couple buildings with no interiors in it, and this is where I ramped up the season. So I left my inventory, and I left my ender chest here. It is now yours if you want to start a world from this world download, I suppose. But I also included this book here, which includes all the names that were at my 24-hour stream. That is right. I was running out of time so much that I decided to do a 24-hour stream, and I built on this base constantly. And I just about got it done. I had to do one more video to wrap a couple things up. And if you're still watching, there is a very special name in this book. Now, I appreciate everyone just the same who rated my stream during my 24-hour stream, but look at this. Number 10, Exuma. We got an Exuma raid, and I could not believe it. Next up, we have the Elven Gardens District, and this one, I just put some buildings down, very basic one. I didn't worry about any kind of interior. This was solely to make the build itself look full. So I had the market district, I had everything else pretty much done. And this one is basically the living spaces of the Imperial City. So just putting some buildings down made sense, and it tied everything together. And I will say, I did not use World Edit or Litematica for this entire thing except the White Gold Tower. Everything else, I marked out the circle with mini HUD, but I placed it down by hand. And then I spaced out the quartz pillars by hand, and then did pretty much everything in the districts by hand. And then to connect up the custom island to the ocean, I did all this stone placing by hand. To wrap this whole thing up, I just want to say, if you use this build for your own thing, that's awesome. I appreciate it. If you do make content with it, all I ask is you give credit where credit's due. I don't care much, but that is a great rule of thumb in the Minecraft space. If you use anyone's builds, give them credit. But I hope you enjoyed listening to me. If you're here just for the world download, click the link, just go grab it. No need to watch me. You guys take care. Thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far, and have fun.